Today I'm converting this bench into a stealth cat litter box that eliminates cat litter spillover. A big thank you to Cricut for sponsoring this video and supporting this channel. The minute I saw those piercing green eyes, I knew I had found my furry soulmate. That was over 19 years ago, and we've been inseparable ever since I brought her home from the shelter. Through all my moves from Montreal to Chicago, then Chicago to New York, and then New York to LA, she's been my faithful companion and helpful assistant. She's even been the inspiration for a few DIY projects. When she started tearing up the furniture, I came up with the idea to convert the legs of my desk into scratching posts. To add some variety, I also made this side table that doubles as a stool and scratching post. Most recently, I even used my Cricut Maker machine to make her an ID tag when she became a pro at walking on a leash. I'm so impressed with how well she did, especially since she's 19, which is 92 in human years, and she's been a house cat her whole life. She does have a bit of arthritis in her back legs, which makes jumping more difficult for her, so I had to rethink her cat litter box situation. It's been on top of the tub, which means that she has to jump to get to it. She now needs a litter box that's on the floor, but there isn't enough room in my bathroom to do that. So I decided to hack this IKEA bench into an enclosed cat litter box that would blend in with my decor in my living room and at the same time help contain the cat litter spillover. The first thing I did was cover the top with a combination of 1x1s, 1x2s, and 1x3s. I had some of these already on hand, so that's why I chose to go this route. Plus, I like the idea of having the different board sizes. It makes the top a little bit more interesting. Before putting them on the top, I added 2-inch iron-on wood veneer edging to the ends to give the illusion of thicker boards. I wanted to be able to remove the boards easily if needed, so I used temporary removable double-sided tape to secure the boards to the top. And then I used an iron to attach the veneer to the sides of the bench. A bit of pencil in between the gaps really completed the illusion of thicker boards. Pretty happy with how this turned out. I painted the legs black with chalkboard paint and stained the top a darker, rich walnut color to give it a more aged look. I wanted to keep this project as simple as possible, so I chose black, lightweight corrugated plastic to cover the back and the front of the bench. It's lightweight, easy to cut with a utility knife, and it's already black, so there's no need to paint it. For the opening for Leah to access the litter, I thought it would be cute to use the shape of a cat head. So I looked for something that would work in the Cricut design space. There's hundreds of cat designs to choose from, so that was kind of fun to go through. And I eventually got to one that I liked and imported it into a new project in the Cricut design space. I only needed the outline of the cat head. So to erase the face, I drew a circle big enough so that it would cover the entire face. Then I selected both the circle layer and the cat face layer and clicked on the slice function. Then all I had to do was delete all the layers except the outline. Next, I made the outline bigger so that Leah could fit through the inside of the outline. And I unlocked the shape to make it a bit more round. I wanted the outline to be thicker, so I used the offset function to do that. I set it at 1/4 inch thick, and then I removed the thinner outline, leaving just the thicker outline. With that done, I was ready to press the green Make It button. Since there's no need to mirror this design, I went ahead and clicked on the Continue button. I had to select my material, and I chose wood veneer for this so that it would go with the new wood top. It is very important to use a strong grip mat with this wood veneer and to make sure that it's pressed down everywhere evenly. I also added tape all around to make sure that it didn't move while it was being cut. I loaded the mat into the machine and let it do its thing. I love that the Cricut Maker machine can cut this wood veneer as easily as it cuts paper. It even cuts leather and thick chipboard, making this a really versatile tool that I love to have because it lets me experiment and have fun with all kinds of different types of projects for my home and for my friends and family. Once I remove the tape, I flip the mat upside down and carefully remove the veneer pieces from the mat. This material is delicate, so I took my time to peel everything off. I used the inside part of the cat head design to trace out the outline on the corrugated plastic, and it was really easy to cut out using a utility knife. The veneer will add a really nice border around the opening to give it a more finished look. I use simple tacks to attach the back of the bench since that doesn't need to be removable. But since I will need to take the front on and off to be able to access the litter box, I tried this idea of making keyholes to slip over screw heads on the front of the legs. And after testing it out, it worked really well, so that's the system that I went with. It's low tech, but it does the job. I chose to place the litter box as far as possible from the opening so that Leah would have to walk a little bit before coming out. The idea being that whatever litter is stuck on her paws will fall on this little walk. I also switched recently to feline pine cat litter. I like it because it has really big pine pellets that don't have any harsh chemicals, and it's actually made from kiln-dried shavings reclaimed from lumber production. So I like that, and when it comes in contact with liquid, the pellets simply disintegrate into sawdust. And I can scoop up the poop, and then I use a sifting cat litter tray to let all the sawdust go to the bottom. That way I don't have to waste any cat litter, and I just add more of the pellets when needed. I really love this system, but the question is, will Leah actually like this enclosed cat litter box and actually use it? It took a bit of coercing, but after I put her in the litter box a few times, she finally figured it out and used it. And so far, she is tracking a lot less cat litter than before. So I would say that this project has been a huge success. Plus, it's so darn cute to watch Leah come in and out of this cat head. I just can't get enough of it. Let me know in the comments what you think of this setup and if this type of enclosed cat litter box is something that would work for your cat. I'll be putting links to all the products and projects that I mentioned in the description below. And if you're looking to find out what Leah and I are up to and what projects we're working on, follow me on Instagram and Patreon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.